I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Dejan Hughes, and I'm a senior in the class of 2021.
My name is Megan Abbey. I'm from the class of 2021.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Parisi, and I'm the class of 2021.
Wow. As far as working for ACTV, the first thing that comes to mind is honestly the community. Like, the people that I work with are amazing, all the way down from Jay at the top to the last guy that only gets to work one stream a week. It's just the energy that is around is always awesome.
It's a perk that you get free access to the games, but I absolutely love it. We have a great culture here, and then I was able to work my way up to a student director position, but I get so much creative freedom. I get to work in arenas and sports and environments that I absolutely love and enjoy.
ACTV has brought so many experiences and memories that I'll take with me to grad school and even beyond. It's been such a blessing to be a part of the team, and everyone's just so welcoming, and I've learned so much directing and using the camera and many other things.
If you do want to get into this stuff, I say do it, and do it quickly with ACTV, because not only is it a great community, but you'll also learn a lot and be prepared for the future.
I think what I'm going to miss most about ACTV that's not the free software that I get as a student would definitely be the people and the culture that we have here. Just the connections that I've made, the students that we have, just the family that we have here. I'm definitely going to miss everyone a lot.
I'm going to miss everyone. I think everyone's just been so great. I love the atmosphere. It's definitely another family away from home. I think directing is going to be something I miss, but just interacting with everyone during our meetings on Tuesdays, and just the atmosphere, I think, is going to be the biggest thing.
DJ.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Docking Stadium, where tonight Adrian College plays host to Bluffton University in a preseason scrimmage. This game will be a tune-up for the Bulldogs as they get ready for their opener next Thursday on the road against crosstown foe Siena Heights. We're just about ready for kickoff here. It'll be Dante Perry in the Adrian white, Bluffton Beavers in the purple, as this one is played back to Aiden Laline. Gets it up ahead. Bluffton will quickly pick it off here, play it to the far sideline. That was Bryson Boyle dropping it back. Nifty move there on the dribble. That was Max Kennedy, one of the top defenders for this Beavers side. Look for him to play an impact early and often. Ball comes back from Clark, who will switch the field there. Now it's the captain, Elijah Zimmerman. Finds an escape route. Drop to Dalton Tainer. Now they'll move it around their back line. Frenetic start to this one. Headed ahead by Tainer. That's O'Neal dropping it back to the keeper, Jackson Vaca, returning sophomore starter. Got 4 starts last season as a freshman. Now he's going to play a bigger role under his head coach, Mike Hatfield. Hatfield in his second season managing the Adrian Bulldogs men's soccer team. Coming over after an extensive coaching resume, including starting up the program at University of Michigan Dearborn. Zimmerman trying to work his way ahead here. Battled for. Politi, he's beaten on the dribble 1v1 by J.J. Meyer. Cleared away, but not out yet. They'll try a strike, and Vaca warmed up early there. Try from distance from the Beavers' Andrew Ireland. Always good for the goalkeeper to see a little bit of the football early. Bulldogs in their own end here. In the opening 2 minutes, as this one's played through for Juan Tapia, just ahead of him. Forcing Bluffton to go back, and an unforced error there from Angel Velasco Urbina, who had to clear the line, sent it out the near touch line. Throwing it in here for Adrian, Brady Musser, the fullback. Sent high in the air. Trapped with the chest by Elijah Zimmerman. Good first touch from him. Bluffton coming off their most successful season in program history. They went 9-8 overall, as here's a chance down the right wing. That ball too far ahead of Meyer. Bluffton's looked to play through him early on. Nearly had a quality goal-scoring opportunity about a minute ago. Thank you for joining us here at Docking Stadium. I'm Calvin Keys here with you. Preseason scrimmage action. Adrian Bulldogs versus Bluffton Beavers, making the hour-and-a-half trip up from Ohio. Both teams getting ready for a regular season that will begin in less than a week, as Dante Perry tried to play one through. Couldn't quite connect with Luke Gritza, sophomore out of Dublin, Ohio. Adrian will look to test the Beavers as they cut in here. Sent across the face of goal, and an early opener for the Bulldogs. Adrian gets things going early here. Dante Perry in the pregame huddle. He's urging his team on here. Doesn't want him to let off the gas. He was speaking to his group pregame, talking about the struggles they've had recently. Didn't want to continue the losing trajectory they've been on. And under Mike Hatfield, their new head coach, things have really turned around, as you saw another look at the goal there. I think that may have been Luke Gritza who got a touch on it. Nonetheless, Adrian Bulldogs go up in front. 1-0 early on here. Just in the 5th minute of play here from Docking Stadium, and for the Bulldogs, couldn't have asked for a better start. Bluffton on their heels. They had the first shot on goal in this game. Majority of chances, but momentum quickly swung. Adrian generating some offense of their own. Justin Sarka, the midfield quarterback, cut into the middle of the box, let a strike go, and I think it may have taken a deflection, as I said, off of Gritza. Nonetheless, the first goal of the game goes to the Adrian Bulldogs. It'll be a throw in here for Bluffton. Both teams' coaches at the beginning of their tenure with their program. As we said, Hatfield in his second season with Adrian College, and then Steve Bushry for Bluffton in his first year behind the bench, looking to transition the team from a 4-4-2 formation to a 4-3-3. That's what both sides will be playing today. Get a whistle here, and looks like it'll be a set piece for Bluffton. Jackson Clark over the ball, looking to deliver a service. Quality chance for the Beavers to try and even the score here just 6 minutes in. Played over the top. Awkward collision there. Looked like it was the Bulldogs center back Colin O'Neill upending a Bluffton player. Referee thought nothing of it. And it'll be Vaca to take this goal kick. Steve Bushry, as we just mentioned, the new head coach for Bluffton, has also worked as an assistant coach at Anderson and Taylor University. Also founded a men's amateur club that plays at a very competitive level in the Ohio Valley Premier League. That's Old Boys Soccer Club. So an extensive experience around the great game of soccer. looking to bring his expertise to a program that has struggled quite a bit over its history. Last year was the first winning season that the Bluffton program had seen since way back in 1993. They made a run to the Heartland Conference semifinal before just falling short at the hands of Manchester. But with a taste of postseason success, they're surely going to want to build on their run from last year. And it starts here in the preseason. Very important part of getting the legs going, settling into the pattern of play. Bluffton already had some preseason action. They actually went on a trip to Valencia, Spain, where they played several competitive youth teams there in the Spanish area. This ball played to Tapia, the speedy winger, transfer student from Spokane Community College, way across the country in Washington State, and one of the most intriguing players on this Adrian lineup. Coach Hatfield spoke at length, sees him as a promising prospect, but I'll be interested to see how he can translate his game to the NCAA D3 level. Certainly an added spark from the 5'7" attacker who has some pretty good wheels. Header one back here from Ireland, took a knock off of his head, and it'll be Dante Perry quickly going to grab the ball. But ultimately Tapia will take the throw in. Dangerous pass played across, and then colliding with Gary Davison was Bryson Boyle. No foul called, so Adrian will take this throw in. Always interesting to see how things play out on the turf. A lot different than a grass surface. Ball bouncing somewhat haphazardly. If you're just joining us, Adrian got on the board early thanks to a strike from Justin Sarka. May have been a deflection from another Bulldog player, but nonetheless they got on the board in the 5th minute, and Bluffton looking to answer here. It's Dalton Tainer coming up from his center midfield spot. Great tackle there by Colin O'Neill. Put his shoulder into his opponent. Steals the ball off of Tainer again. Great work there from O'Neill. Clean, hard challenge using his physicality to his advantage. But the Beavers will win possession right back before turning it over to Perry. Drops for Laline. Now onto the wing for Musser. Coach Hatfield said he was going to rotate his fullbacks heavily this season. He puts a lot of emphasis on their play, wants them to get up into the attack, make some overlapping runs to mix things up and keep opposing back lines on their toes. But along with that, it requires a lot of aerobic capabilities, as that's a beautiful header on to the foot of Tainer. Maybe a chance here, and a chance that is one Tainer will surely want to have back. Wasn't able to quite get his hips around it. A good service. Bluffton boasts 2 of the Heartland Conference's top 5 scorers from last season. Dalton Tainer, one of them. He finished second in the conference with 13 goals last season. And his counterpart, the man wearing the armband for the Beavers, number 25, Elijah Zimmerman, was 4th place in the goal-scoring standings with 10. Always a sigh of relief for a coach when you have such prolific goal scorers that the Beavers do, but interesting to note that Tainer will be playing in more of a central midfield role this season. His coach, Steve Bushry, wanted to use his technical ability on the ball to play in the midfield more. Last season, Bluffton, a team that relied on the long ball a great deal, as Angel Velasco Urbina will play one now here. O'Neill tried to head it away, unsuccessful. Davison will send it up the right flank. Strong clearance from him. Settled down here from Max Kennedy. Free kick specialist for the Beavers. Plays it out of bounds. He was 2 for 2 from the penalty spot last year. Always interesting to see a fullback who gets up and takes the set pieces for a team. Bulldogs will keep possession here with another throw-in. We see it here with Gary Davison pushing up into the play, taking these throw-ins to get the ball back in play, but Coach Mike Hatfield likes the spacing the 4-3-3 creates. wants his fullbacks to get up into the fray and really wants to create 1v1 matchups on the outside, and he described it as letting his players be artists with the ball at their feet and generate chances, let them use their creativity to their advantage. Great tackle there by Meyer to win it. He'll continue on. Double teamed here. Ball goes away from his feet. Won back well by Laline. Assistant put his flag up for a foul. Free kick to the Bulldogs. Musser looking for options. Tapia calling for the ball here on the left wing, but instead he'll play it into the middle to Perry. Plays more of a center forward role than that of a striker. Likes to drop down, hold up the ball, and allow his teammates to join him. Politi with a man at his back. Zimmerman stolen it, just manages to keep it in bounds. Breaking around Brian Politi, hauled down. Was that foul inside the box? We shall see. And the referee will rule that it's just on the edge. It was very, very close to being a penalty kick, but instead Zimmerman will draw a set piece on the outside of the box. No choice for Politi, as Zimmerman was about to break in one-on-one with Jackson Vaca. Certainly don't want that. Would have been a quality scoring chance. And the center back for the Bulldogs able to escape a booking as well. Ball whipped in. Finish wasn't quite there for Tainer. That ball had some pace on it, and instead it will just dribble into the lap of Vaca. Played ahead here on the counter. Perry is offsides. Nearly 15 minutes into this preseason scrimmage. It's Adrian 1, Bluffton 0. Calvin Keys here with you. Happy you've joined me on this fine Saturday evening. A toasty one as well, 76 degrees and sunny. Sun quickly setting. You got to factor in the texture of the turf as well. May add another 10 degrees. So extremely hot out there today. Players will have to do their best to stay hydrated. Laline dropping this one back to Vaca. Looks for Davison. Good first touch by him to settle it down. Plays out wide. That's Hofius. Sarka was looking onward. And a substitution now for Adrian College. Coming into the game, Gavin Bignall, Chris Chiz, and Drake Sellers. 3 freshmen, and 2 freshmen and 1 sophomore rather, getting a crack at the lineup as Politi and Hofius will come off and get a respite. One of the beautiful things about these preseason scrimmages, every player on the roster gets a chance to see the field. It's a feeling out process for the 2 coaches to get a better understanding for their personnel. And for the players themselves, it's an opportunity to show their capabilities, as Perry will look to here. In all alone, Dante Perry, a clinical finish. And Adrian's 2-0 up here. After a season where Adrian only won twice, Perry looking to put the team on his back and lead them to success this time around. 2-0 up against the Beavers. Beautiful finish. Great ball from the outside. Perry had the center back beaten one-on-one in the race, and from there it was just about picking out the corner, which he did in fine fashion. 2-0 Adrian College. Couldn't have asked for a better start if you're their manager, Mike Hatfield. He said that the players on his team had impressed him in preseason. They were progressing ahead of schedule and really eating up every single drill and lesson he threw their way. We're seeing that out here on the pitch. They've been very near perfect, given up several chances as Zimmerman will look to put the press there. Vaca clearing the danger. Sticky situation there for Adrian. Zimmerman has a nose for the ball, and he's threatened several times today. If not for a professional foul by Adrian's center back, Brian Politi, he likely would have had a goal of his own. I think it's very clear to see the chip on the shoulder of this Bulldogs team. ranked last in the preseason MIAA rankings in the 8th station. They have something to prove. This is a team that it seems many are sleeping on in the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletics Conference. But they don't care. They're going to come out and throw the kitchen sink at their opponents this season, and that's what they're doing against the Beavers. 28 yet to play here in this first half. Preseason scrimmage here at Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Musser. Tight play here. Adrian keeps a hold of it. They'll look to play out, but it's turned over to Jackson Clark. Couldn't connect with a teammate. Now it's O'Neal playing it back to his keeper. Adrian hemmed in here. Need to release some of this pressure. Nasty tackle there. Certainly hoping that J.J. Myers okay, as crashing into him was Musser. The tackle was well-intentioned, but didn't really come off in the way that he had wanted. And it will be another dangerous free kick on the outside of the penalty area. Clark hovering over the ball again. The sophomore midfielder has Garrett Heitkamp there with him. See if he goes for goal. Strikes it right into the wall, collides with Luke Gritza. That's what it's there for, to try to make it difficult for opponents to put an attempt on frame, and it did its job there. Zimmerman in the box, takes a deflection, and referee rules that it went out of play for a corner. Very dangerous there. The Beavers testing the Bulldogs in the attacking third. They win a corner kick. Max Kennedy with the delivery. The fullback will whip it in. Hovering and too much power on that one. It'll be a throw in for Adrian as they have substitutes check in at the center half line. Charnock, Emmert, Anthony Ryder, and Andrew Pope coming in. More players getting their opportunity here in preseason. An invaluable chance to show their head coach, Mike Hatfield, what they're made of and try to earn minutes as the season rolls along. Ball back in play here. And Bluffton moving ahead. Dropped back by Andrew Bowers. Service in here. Tainer just couldn't get enough of that ball. And you can see the frustration. He's already had 2 or 3 chances early on in this game. Hasn't quite been able to find the clinical finish as the Bulldogs on the attack again. Service from Charnock was way ahead of his intended teammates, and will be corralled here by Velasco Urbina. Velasco Urbina, one of the top goalkeepers in the Heartland Conference last season, as a freshman nonetheless. Allowed 1.38 goals against per game, had a .796 save percentage. Both of those stats were third in the Heartland Conference, and he set a school single-season record with 5 clean sheets last year. Tough goaltender to beat, but Adrian has already gotten the ball past him twice here in the early going. Not even halfway through this first half. Good work there by Colin Charnock to get in the way of that cross. High in the air, this one's for Zimmerman. AR, as well as the central referee, both signal for a goal kick. Zimmerman was making his appeal otherwise. Dante Perry had the second goal of this game. He's a 5'10 striker from Salem High School in Canton, Michigan. Likes to play as a center forward, really the focal point of this attack and the emotional leader of this Bulldog team. He's very good at playing through passes to wingers and building the attack, but he was the recipient of a through pass earlier and found the finish, beating Bluffton's defenders in a foot race. Adrian will look to take this one quickly. Headed away there. That was Britton Boyle getting it out of danger. And now a chance here. That ball played far ahead of the feet of Bryson Boyle. Couldn't keep a hold of it. Touch failed him there. Now to the outside. Zimmerman looking to play this one back into the midfield area, but it's a turnover. Nifty 1-2 play there by Gavin Bignell, and now the Bulldogs looking to create a rush. Looking to move into the middle and beat his man. Whipped in here. That'll be cleared away, settled by Laline. Tries one. Brilliant tackle by Jackson Clark. Bulldogs keep a hold of the ball. Pierce. His cross headed away. Reset to O'Neal in the back. Plays the long ball. Chance here for Emmert. Headed back along. May have been a handball there for the Bluffton player, but nonetheless Garrett Heitkamp steers it outside the touchline. Chance for Adrian and Bluffton to catch their breaths as the Bulldogs were really looking to generate scoring chances there, testing their opponents. This ball thrown in, left for Velasco Urbina, the goalkeeper. He'll let his team get up the pitch. 2-0 Adrian is how things stand. To my knowledge, it was 1 goal from Justin Sarka and 1 goal from Dante Perry. 2 of the returning leaders for this Bulldogs group. Sarka played an instrumental role in both of the previous 2 seasons. He's a third-year starter, played 1,429 minutes last season, so has seen a lot of play, especially under Coach Hatfield. Looking to play this one to the outside. It's Pope, but instead he will let it dribble out for a goal kick. As I've seen Sarka, 5'10 playmaker, center mid for the Bulldogs. Hails from Ionia, Michigan. He's a business major here on the campus of Adrian College. Jackson Vaca will send this one away. 6'1 goalkeeper from Plymouth High School will give the ball a ride. Getting up for it well was Clark. Zimmerman contesting for possession. Headed back along. Now it's Chiz. Cleared away there by Bowers. Trouble at Pope's feet. Trying to beat his man, but instead coughs it over. Tainer has options. See if he looks to feed it out wide. Gives there to Heitkamp. Ireland. Bowers. Adrian back with it. Looking for a quick counter. Nearly played through the middle, if not for the astute play of Bowers to stick his leg out in the way of that through ball. On it now, Bignell. Puts a beautiful ball in, but nobody there to be the recipient of it. Throw in for the Beavers with under 20 minutes to play in the first 45 minutes. Connor Hoy awaiting entry on the sideline for the Bulldogs. Hoy, a sophomore out of Woodhaven, Michigan. Defender. Zimmerman with a nifty flick to himself, looking to stay with it. Good work from Sellers to deny him the opportunity. Both teams playing in a 4-4-3 formation. Most of this game being played in the midfield. And on the outside of the park, a foot race Sellers collided with Tainer again, takes another tumble. He's been in the thick of it so far early on tonight. Vaca settling this game down. Heitkamp on the outside. Cut back by Ryder. That will be thrown in by Charnock. Bluffton, a team that had success last season, not just on the field, but also in the classroom. 9 of their returning players were academic all HCAC honorees. So, very high IQ soccer team. And as I mentioned earlier, they went on a really unique preseason trip to Valencia, Spain. Got to go to a match of La Liga Club Valencia CF and tour Mestalla Stadium, which is the second oldest stadium in the Spanish top league. Very cool experience. Great way to bring the team together. It's in Bluffton's penalty area. They'll have to be careful here. Heitkamp clearing the lines. That was Ryder giving the shoulder to Dalton Tainer, who's been roughed up to say the least. Velasco Urbina gets some superb height on that drop kick. Headed wide. It's Meyer. Ryder will get it away from him, albeit for what appears to be a corner kick. Adrian College looking to bounce back this year from a 2-14-2 record last year, 0-7 in conference play. Missed the MIAA tournament, but according to their coach, the results from last season were a bit deceiving. This score has not been deceiving so far, as the Bulldogs making the most of their chances to go up by 2 goals. Can the Beavers answer here? They'll attempt to on this corner kick. Played into the far post. Zimmerman made a mess of that one. Great opportunity for him. He was wide open, just didn't quite connect in the way that he had wanted with his foot. Coming in now, it's Aaron Stearns for the Beavers, as well as 2 Adrian Bulldogs. Bluffton has had their chances. More chances than Adrian, in fact. Haven't been able to convert on them. That's been the difference. Adrian has been clinical. It's no fault of Bluffton's goalkeeper, Velasco Urbina. Bulldogs, when they see an opportunity, they've picked out the corners well. Opening up with the ball is Bryson Boyle. Taken out from behind there. No whistle from the referee. Another rough challenge from behind, and that one will draw the ire of the official. That will be a set piece for Adrian. Physical play here early on. It's the sophomore Lilleen from Sterling Heights, Michigan, to take the kick. Adrian deep in their opponent's penalty area. Good chance here. Velasco Urbina got up for it. Owen Emmert gave it his best shot. Nearly made contact. Bluffton will send the ball up the pitch again. It's headed through. Vaca safely out to get it. Both of these programs, too, that have struggled in recent years as it's turned over. Chance for Meyer. Tough tackle there from Connor Hoy. And still on the ground is Meyer. Ball went out of play. Ref signaling that maybe he thought Meyer would need a substitution, but it looks like The sophomore midfielder will continue on. Grant Ingham coming on in a substitution to replace Britton Boyle, senior midfielder. Thrown in here to Zimmerman. Adrian playing a very physical brand of soccer early on in this one. Really bossing their opponents. A strike here from outside the box. That won't trouble Vaca. Goes out for a goal kick. 13 minutes left to play in this first half. Adrian up 2-0 in this preseason scrimmage. Here at Docking Stadium on the beautiful Adrian College campus. I'm Calvin Keys here with you. Men's NCAA Division III soccer action. It's been a good one so far. Chances for both teams. Game has slowed down a little bit lately. Wonder if maybe these players need a bit of hydration. It's extremely toasty out there on the pitch. If the conditions up here in the press box are any indication. Headed on by Ingham. Another opportunity from Ireland. Acrobatic kick from Laline. Crashing through is Clark, who will win it. Looking for Zimmerman over the top. Believe he stayed on sides. Isolated in the corner, trying to find his way out. Taking on Pope 1v1, it's Zimmerman. Well contained by the Bulldogs' defensive line. Now they look to counter. That's Kane who was trying to play it ahead. Play on the flank again. And we'll see which way this foul goes. It appears that the referee had opted to play advantage for Bluffton, so now it will come back to the halfway line for Jackson Clark. Thought it might have been the foul in the corner called. Probably a little bit of both. Bulldogs have been throwing their weight around early on. That free kick muffed by the Beavers, but doing his best to regain control is Bowers. Ball too far ahead of Zimmerman. Vaca will settle this one. Taking his sweet time to dribble it ahead. Plays it short for Hoy. Sends it up ahead. Just missed there by Bowers. Perugi will pursue, but Velasco Urbina will pick this one up. No press here from Adrian, so they'll move this right on up the pitch. Comes out to the far sideline. Bryson Boyle for Ireland. Out wide. Plays a good ball. Sliding to put that one out the end line was Andrew Pope. Bluffton's won another corner. The ball has been in Adrian's end more, but that's not been reflected in the score line. Bulldogs have been extremely effective on the counterattack. Beavers looking to draw one back before halftime with less than 10 minutes to go. Here's Max Kennedy. Crossing it in. Good header by Charnock. Heitkamp. Back for Bowers. Good effort there by Emmert to try to get to it, and that will force an error. Bulldogs get the ball back. Two changes made. Emmert and Laline. Laline being an important focal point of the Bulldogs' efforts so far in this first half. Charnock moving into the middle, but can't get past Bowers. Bluffton the other way with some open space. It's a poor pass from Ireland. Working hard to try and keep it in was Bryson Boyle, but no luck. Chested here, but played out of bounds. Beavers will get it. Steve Bushry, the head coach of this Bluffton Beavers team, had unsure expectations this season. Wanted to get more of a feel for the conference, moving in a new direction with tactics, moving from the 4-4-2 to the 4-3-3 formation. There can be some growing pains, but the team has a lot of seniors. So the Beavers looking for a repeat performance on their semifinal run from last year. Bulldogs win it back. That's good work from Anthony Ryder to throw it in now. Adrian has to feel good about being in the lead, but on the other side of things, Bluffton have not been very fortunate. They've done lots of good things in the middle of the park, but when it's come time to tuck the ball home into the net, haven't been able to. Pace of play is slowed down. Beavers looking to forge their way ahead, but it starts at the back. Out wide now, some green grass. Kennedy for Ireland. Adrian making it difficult for them. Back for the keeper. Seven minutes left in this first half. 2-0 Adrian as things stand. It would be pivotal for Bluffton to try and pull one back before halftime to make it a more manageable situation. Heitkamp. Clark. Good pass to open things up here for Stearns. Ryder able to win it back. Charnock has run out of real estate. Clark will look to shield and does so efficiently. Now checking into the match for the Beavers. Number 28, Brandon DeCourcy, and number 12, Evan Hill. Elijah Zimmerman will get a rest. His work rate has been exceptional. Hasn't quite paid off for him, but you get the feeling he'll be back in the second half with more to prove. Sloppy tackle there as the Beavers played it back deep to the near sideline near the Bulldogs bench area. Dropped off for Hill. To throw it in. Beavers working hard to keep it. Can't get it past Mitchell Maddox. Good skill run here on the sideline, cutting back in. Finally has his pocket picked. Possession to Bluffton. Beavers making the hour-and-a-half drive up from Ohio for this contest. Preseason scrimmage. Adrian will start their regular season campaign on Thursday away at their crosstown foe, Siena Heights University. Sparks will always fly when those two schools get together, no matter the sport. Should be a good game. Bryson Boyle into the middle for Ingham. Looking to play through was Kane. Intercepted. Played high in the air. Looking to get Perugi involved. Can't quite catch up to it. 4:40 to go. Thrown back in for Bowers. Steve Bushry's men looking to get something going. They've had most of the possession for the last 10 or so minutes. They've been the better team, but still they trail by 2. Fortune has not smiled upon this Beavers unit, but as the saying goes, you make your own luck, and it's crucial that you finish your chances. They've not been able to do that, but they'll continue to stay optimistic and look to draw one back here in the final 4 minutes before the intermission. Kennedy. Ingham. For Hill. Trying to get it out of his feet to Corsi. May have been a handball. Set piece for Adrian. Coach Mike Hatfield in his second season as manager of Adrian College. He also coaches at Trenton High School, where he led the Trojans to 8 league championships, 10 district titles, 2 regional crowns, and 2 appearances in the MHSAA Final Four. Pretty good resume there. Nearly 50 of his players have gone on to play college soccer, and remarkably 26 of them at Adrian. So even before he got the job here at Adrian College, he already had a great love for this school, recommended it to a lot of his former players. Thought it was a great place for development and academics. And now he gets the opportunity to lead this Adrian program and try to transform them into a perennial contender in the MIAA. It'll be a tough task. Have to deal with the likes of Calvin University, Hope College, among others. Very tough opponents, but it starts here in preseason, and they've done well of making the most of their chances and playing good defensively. Ireland brings it out wide, looking to play one into the box. A great flick there. The header, it's just over the crossbar. Bryson Boyle running through, got his head on it. He'll give a thumbs up to his teammate Ireland, a perfect service, supplemented by the flick from DeCourcy. But that play pretty much sums up Bluffton's first half in a nutshell. They've done all the work, but just can't put the cherry on top. Winning the header in the midfield park. Maybe one more quality chance for one of these teams if they hurry, with 1:40 to play. Calvin Keys here with you on Adrian College Television. Thank you for joining us here on your Saturday evening. Great to have you with us here at Docking Stadium. It's been a goal from Sarka and a goal from Perry. Gives Adrian the advantage. Tough collision there, but good sportsmanship by Kennedy to help up his opponent, Perugi. Angel Velasco Urbina waving his team up the field. Puts his maximum velocity on it as it's played ahead here through for Stearns. Nearly a chance. Millette looking to corral it. It'll be Adrian's throw in. Last touch from the Beavers. Final sniff of action here in this first half. Played deep. Taken here by Vaca. He'll let this clock continue to run. Booted up the field. Flicked on. Nearly a chance for Perugi. Astute defending by Kennedy to make up for his positional mistake. Clark will send it. And that will do it for first half action. Adrian not necessarily the better team on the run of play, but they're the better team in the score line and better in the finishing category. They're up 2-0. Stay with us here on Adrian College Television. We'll be back with second half action in just a few moments.
crosses over, back onto the far side. Rips a shot, she scores!
What if you didn't choose to become an Adrian College Bulldog? Surely you would have carried on with your education and could potentially be graduating elsewhere. But what would you have the honor of greeting Bruiser on campus? Would you have had the privilege of working alongside faculty that know your name? Would you have had the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment that is seeking the truth and dignity in all people? Would you have had a creative learning environment that is supportive of challenging you and achieving excellence in your academics, but also your personal and professional lives? This has been Adrian College's promise to us. Just as our families have promised to love us unconditionally and support us through the many peaks and valleys of our lives, Adrian offered a similar promise to us when they realized our potential by asking us to join them. While we have been busy navigating the many what-ifs of our time, none of which we could have imagined, we have indeed found the cane that holds our ribbons of excellence at Adrian to stand strong. Strength and tradition. A tradition that carries on from graduating class to graduating class. A symbolic reminder of the leadership carrying the motto, no victory without work. The Adrian College class of 2021 can proudly proclaim that we have earned our ribbon of excellence for persevering through a pandemic because of our hard work. We have had to learn how to best navigate the many what-ifs in uncharted times. While some of the what-ifs have been answered, it is now up to each of us to embrace and navigate on our own. What if I take that job? What if I decide to continue on for postgraduate endeavors? What if I decide this? What if I decide that? No matter what, you'll be able to face your tomorrow knowing that you are a member of a pack, the Adrian College Bulldogs class of 2021.
Part of the family here at Adrian College are the friends we've made. These friends have gone to games with you, shared late night tales with you, explored downtown with you, and joked around with you at Ritchie. They were in the library with you at midnight studying for the 8 a.m. exam you forgot to study for. And they're there when you cried because you failed that exam. These friends are your new family members now. You will stay in touch with them forever, even if it's just liking their Facebook post about the new puppy they just got. Parents, family, and friends, we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us. Thank you for the support and the opportunity for this moment to graduate from Adrian College. You have helped us reach our dreams and goals in life. Congratulations, class of 2021. We finally made it.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake.
Welcome back to our coverage of Adrian College men's soccer here at Docking Stadium. The Bulldogs taking on the Beavers of Bluffton University. And so far they put on a nice performance, up 2-0 right now as we await the start of the second half. Remarkable because Bluffton had more possession and arguably more chances, but weren't able to find clinical finishes. So Adrian College on top 2-0. Justin Sarka struck early with the first goal, followed in quick succession by the Bulldogs' Dante Perry, their go-to striker. Perry and Sarka were two of the players to watch for Adrian College going into this game, and they've delivered. Perry, a 5'10" striker from Canton, Michigan, usually plays as a center forward, but for his goal he got in behind Bluffton's defense and made a nice finish, tucked it into the corner. Facing off 1v1 with the keeper. As for Sarka, he had a nice move, shifted to the outside where he got the ball cut on to his left foot, beat the defender, and then played a shot into the far corner. Sarka, the central midfielder on this team, definitely a leader, hails from Ionia, Michigan. Their two goals from Perry and Sarka have been the difference Bluffton certainly looking to answer. Steve Bushry and his guys are not going to be content with the first half performance. As we get underway here with our second 45 minutes of play here from Docking Stadium. Another big factor, Adrian playing very physical, using their size to their advantage on challenges. It paid off. Ref is allowing them to play a very physical brand of soccer. Played across by Britton Boyle. Angel Velasco Urbina, who we spoke at length about in the first half. Sophomore keeper who excelled as a freshman in the Heartland Conference last year. As drawing a foul there was Brady Musser. As clattering into him was Elijah Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a big piece on this Bluffton team. Had chances, wasn't able to connect in the way that he wanted to. Dalton Tainer, the central midfielder for the Beavers, another man who had loads of chances but no goals. Good tackle there by Guido Fittipaldi. Sophomore here on the soccer team. Did come to Adrian College from his home country of Argentina originally to play rugby, but then decided to switch sports. He's been a welcome addition for Coach Hatfield's side. Still settling in at the college level for soccer. Played his whole life, said Coach Hatfield, but still getting adapted to the pace of play here at the NCAA level. And a chance here on the outside for Bryson Boyle. Looking to cut in, but muscled off of the ball by Andre Hofius. Senior from Washington, Michigan. Graduate of Dow High School. Gary Davison to throw this one into the middle. Laline bumped off of it, played over the top, but nobody there. Boyle clears it across his body. Trying to stay with it is Gritza. Perry knocks it back for Laline. Looks to send one to the far side. Beavers try to clear, but not yet out. Sarka keeping it in, playing it wide for Juan Tapia. Spokane, Washington native. Back for Sarka. Plays this one back, opens up the field to his fullback, Davison. Good first touch from him. Cutting it back for Perry. Using his size to his advantage, Sarka will try a strike. Couldn't manage it through. And a good Britton Boyle will be whistled for the foul as he took down Tapia on the edge of the penalty area. Good chance here for the Bulldogs to add to their lead. Initially thought it might have been a clean challenge there for Britton Boyle, but tough to tell on the far side of the field. And Tapia did well to win the set piece for his squad. Beavers set up the wall. It'll be interesting to see if Tapia looks to play this one onto the goal mouth or whether he'll look to play it onto the far post, where he's got Luke Gritza and Dante Perry waiting in the wings, as well as Andre Hofius. He'll put it on frame. Punched away well by Angel Velasco Urbina. Really good shot there by Tapia. Velasco Urbina, great effort from him to get across, get a strong two hands to the ball, and punch it away for a corner kick. Sarka will head for this one now. He had the first goal of this game. Can he help set up another for Adrian? Crosses in. Into the box. That one would be worth 3 points were it an American football game, but instead it'll just go out of bounds for a goal kick as Luke Gritza tried his luck and didn't turn out quite as he would have hoped. Adrian have come out hot here in this second half after momentum swung to the Beavers late in the first, as this one flicked on with the head by Zimmerman. A pair of Adrian defenders collide with each other. Thrown in here for Elijah Zimmerman. Touched away by Davison out of play. Max Kennedy, the fullback, pushing up to throw this one in. Here's Kennedy. Picked away by Davis, and great work from him to get around Zimmerman. Looked to clear the lines. Perry using his strength again. Tried to play it up to his teammate. Great work here by Andre Hofius. Trying to switch the field to Tapia, and the attack is on here. Can they find Sarka? And a really good defensive effort there from Jackson Clark to track back and break up what looked like a very dangerous counterattack opportunity for the Adrian Bulldogs. It's very fun to watch the way Perry will shield opponents off of the ball. Tried to do it again there. Bulldogs wanted a foul. Brady Musser upended, but referee opts not to award it. Bluffton getting a throw in on the far side of the pitch. Headed back on for Sarka. Got a touch on it. Couldn't direct it into his intended path. Switched out for Davison. Played in. Tapia in the mixer. Cleared away from Boyle. Juan Tapia may have been out of bounds, but not flagged by the official, and I believe it'll be another corner for the Bulldogs as Velasco Urbina has been busy. Came out flying through the air to kick that one out the end line. Here's Gritza to whip it in. Play to the far post. Nobody there. Jackson Clark nearly made a mess of it with the poor clearance. Bluffton emerges unscathed. Played out wide again. Gritza whips another ball in. Perry rushing to it, but beaten to it by Britton Boyle. Tapia for Gritza. Long ball here from Hofius. Weighted perfectly to Sarka, who will trap it in the corner. Cut back for Laline. High in the air, into the box. Velasco Urbina up for it and wins it well. Great play by the Bluffton goalkeeper. Showing off that vertical. Graduated from Henry Clay High School in Lexington, Kentucky. Steve Bushry's been incredibly pleased with what he's shown him in the preseason. The backbone of this Bluffton Beavers squad. A big reason why they had success last year. Their team that made it to the Heartland Conference semifinal greatly depended on their quality goalkeeping as this one played through, but not onto the feet of Tainer. Beavers look threatening. For the first time in a long while, they're pouring on the press. Tainer cutting it back for Zimmerman. Davison will clear that one away without a doubt. Bluffton looking to build something. As I was saying, they were a team that used to rely on playing defense and then counterattacking with a long ball to generate offense. That's not how they want to play this season under Coach Bushry. They really want to do a better job of building up the attack. Early on in the second half, they've struggled to do so. Played wide. Onto the foot of Zimmerman. Crosses it across the goal area. Knocked away by Colin O'Neill. But still the Bluffton Beavers persist. Fittipaldi will play it out for a Bluffton throw. Over 9 minutes into this second half, Adrian leads over Bluffton 2-0 in this preseason scrimmage. Happy you've joined us here on Adrian College Television. I'm Calvin Keys along with you here at Docking Stadium with the sun setting. It's been an entertaining match. Adrian Bulldogs, who struggled last season, only put up 2 wins on the year, none in their conference. They're up 2-0, and it's been a strong start for Adrian in their second season under Coach Mike Hatfield. Showed very positive signs almost 55 minutes into this match. Good work from Fittipaldi, clearing it with his boot. Bluffton happy to bide their time. Look to build some scoring chances. Down 2 goals. Still have plenty of time to get back into this game. Zimmerman got a piece of it. Sarka. Tapia couldn't quite corral it. Dropped back now for Bryson Boyle. Boyle still with it. Good tackle by Davison. Davison has had his work cut out for him there on the right flank, but he's been exceptional so far. Britton Boyle has Perry on his back shoulder. Played for Velasco Urbina. Wasn't able to connect 100% with that ball. Now played ahead for Zimmerman. Fittipaldi sliding in to avert the crisis. Heitkamp throwing it in. Up to get it with the boot was Brady Musser. Thrown in. Off the shoulder of Zimmerman and out of play. Substitutions now for the Bulldogs. It is number 33, Asher Casino. Number 20, Drake Sellers. And number 12, Brady Witham. A lot of competition for the fullback spots on this Adrian team. Their coach, Mike Hatfield, said that there's going to be a lot of players vying to play that role. 2 sophomores and a couple of freshmen as well that will be rotated in during this scrimmage. And really, what they show tonight will determine whether Hatfield looks to go to them in the future for heavy reps as the season progresses in pivotal scenarios. So these games, although they may not show up on the record, they are huge in terms of building confidence and really figuring out what the starting 11 will look like once the regular season starts in about a week's time. And we're actually going to see a goalkeeper change for the Bulldogs now. It will be Dominic Edwards, freshman out of East Lansing, Michigan, to replace Jackson Vaca. Vaca coming out. Hasn't had an incredible workload to deal with. What with the Beavers having trouble hitting the target, now we're going to have an injured player down for Bluffton. Limping off the field, that is Bryson Boyle. Huge piece to the Bluffton team. Certainly hope he's okay. Aaron Stearns and Grant Ingham will come onto the field. Stearns to replace Bryson Boyle. Also coming off, J.J. Meyer. Meyer had a couple of looks at goal in the first half. Still Adrian with the 2-goal advantage. And they've got it in the attacking third here now. Musser thrown in off of Sarka and out the end line. You can definitely see the Bulldogs look like a new team this year. Up 2-0. Really changing the trajectory here is Coach Hatfield. Interesting fact, he actually coached Adrian women's soccer, one of their top stars, striker McKenna Mahoney, at Trenton High School. One of his former posts. Some of his other experience includes being director of the Michigan Rush Downriver Youth Soccer Club for 4 years. Has coached 50 youth players on to the college level. Adrian looking to create some chances here. Tainer caught awkwardly. That'll be a foul. Bluffton gets the free kick. Velasco Urbina will likely take this one. Deep into Bluffton's end. Davison jumped over the Beavers player. That was Aaron Stearns. Stearns and Davison share a good-natured high five, but nonetheless, Beavers will get the chance here. At about the 16-yard line. Certainly an opportunity to put this one on the frame of the goal. as it's Jackson Clark. Sophomore midfielder, he's taken the majority of the set pieces. Hit it directly into the wall earlier on in this game. We'll see what he can do here. Beautiful delivery, but an even better save by Dominic Edwards, who just recently came into the game. Showing off his hops, explosively got to the top corner and got a strong left hand to it. Denies the opportunity from Jackson Clark. Clark still wondering what could have been. That was a brilliant free kick, but an even better save from Dominic Edwards. Another chance for the Beavers from a corner. Whipped in near post. Gets through everyone. Tainer down to the feet of Zimmerman. Clearance to the sideline, working hard to try and keep it in was Guido Fittipaldi. Couldn't quite do so. Bluffton another chance, but Edwards able to best that free kick delivery from Jackson Clark. Bulldogs get it back. Green grass for Gritza. Can't find Perry. Laline tries to play a switch. Taken well here by Heitkamp, who continues along. Into the feet of Zimmerman. Zimmerman whips a ball into the back post. Edwards will corral it. Another good save by Edwards, who continues his strong play here in the second half. Sarka dropped back for Dominic Edwards. Played up high. Ball bouncing this way and that with the nature of this turf surface, a lot different than playing on grass. Ball doesn't settle quite as easily. Substitutions will come in now for the Bulldogs. That is number 22, Owen Emmert, and number 26, Anthony Reiter. Emmert, a freshman, Reiter, a sophomore. Both have seen playing time so far in this one. Dante Perry, one of the players coming off. He has a goal in this game. Came early on in the first half to put Adrian up 2-0. Gary Davison also coming off. He's been superb. Put in a good defensive shift for the Bulldogs. Gets some kudos from his teammates as he heads to the bench. Another player exiting will be Brady Musser. Fullback on the opposite side for Adrian. He's done well. Emmert loses control of this one. Played back along by Garrett Ingham. Ireland looking to find it. Gets past Sarka. Sarka shielding. Gets a bit of a tug. Pulls it back in a dangerous area. Bulldogs managed to escape that situation. Never want to be making blind passes near your own penalty area. Granted, there's a 2-goal cushion from Adrian, but why risk it? Tainer was looking to turn the defender Reiter. Couldn't do so. Goes out for a Bulldogs goal kick. Coach Hatfield's emphasis for this game was for his players to move the ball quickly and really zip it around, and he wanted to see the fitness. I'd say on both fronts it's been positive for the Bulldogs as they nearly turn it over there. Pope looking to clear it. Ingham gets in the way. Should be a throw in for Adrian. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time before Bluffton able to get on the scoreboard, generating solid scoring opportunities. Adrian wants to hold fast here in this second half. Just under 26 minutes to go. And Sarka on the counter, waiting for help. He is so good with the ball at his feet, Justin Sarka. Fittipaldi didn't see Zimmerman coming for him, and he turned it over. But he'll recover, win it back, thanks to the help of a teammate. Sarka back with it at his feet. Plays the drop pass for Reiter. And Asher Casino can't manage to keep it in. Turnover to the Beavers. Thrown in for Zimmerman. He's been at the center of everything Bluffton has tried to do here tonight. That was a rough tackle, and it's going to be a booking. Andrew Ireland shown the yellow card. Never like to see a challenge like that. It was studs up across the back of the legs of Asher Casino, who recently came into the game. The sophomore from New Boston will get up, shake it off a bit. But Andrew Ireland in the referee's pocketbook after really a reckless challenge. He'll be shown the yellow card as he just was and given a warning not to try any similar tackles in the future. Long ball played in. Knocked backwards by Adrian. Sellers trying to get up for it, but it comes to Zimmerman. Zimmerman has some room to run, being pressured. Fittipaldi sliding in, couldn't win all of it. Zimmerman stays on the attack. On the far side, looking to cut it back. Nice move. And a good clearance there by Laline to get back and get in the way of that cross. Casino has to be careful. It's Kennedy. Sellers getting in the way. A shot there by Ingham. Staying with it. And Dalton Tainer finally tucks it home for the Bluffton Beavers, albeit a scuffle ensuing in the goal. Dalton Tainer and Dominic Edwards getting into it. I believe this goal was called offside, so it's not going to count. Or perhaps it will. It was awfully close. The goal will stand. The goal will stand. Dalton Tainer scores it to get Bluffton on the board. Tried to go into the goal mouth to grab the ball and bring it back to the half line to save some time as the Beavers look to come back. Dominic Edwards wasn't having it, and there was a bit of a scuffle there. Dalton Tainer had so many chances. We said it was a matter of time before the Beavers got on the board, and they finally do. It's 2-1. Adrian still lead, but it's much more narrow margins in this one. Bluffton's fifth-year senior gets on the board. They'll win another foul here. The intensity ramping up in this game. Yellow card recently shown to the Beavers Ireland. Max Kennedy upended from a late challenge from a Bulldog player. And with 24 minutes left, it's still anyone's game. First goal of this second half goes to Dalton Tainer. And another chance here on the delivery for Andrew Bowers, or it looks like he'll let Andrew Ireland take it instead. Ireland whips it in. A good ball. Comes cleanly to Ireland. Dominic Edwards. Great delivery, and certainly plenty of chances for a Beaver to get their head on that one. But came through and taken by Edwards. Bluffton building confidence here. They finally got that elusive goal. Can they get a second? Zimmerman. Far side to Tainer. Plays one over the top. Staying with it here. It's Aaron Stearns continuing to drift wider and wider. Looked like he may have gotten an arm on the ball. Ultimately, it will be a Bluffton throw-in, and Max Kennedy coming up from his post on defense to take it. 22 and a half minutes to go. Kennedy looking for options. Sellers heading it away. Not completely out. Ireland staying with it. Both players go to ground. Comes to the feet of Bowers. Nearly won back by Emmert. All the way to the center back. That's Britton Boyle. Boyle playing it wide for Kennedy. Kennedy beats his man 1v1. Beat with him. Now looking for Zimmerman in behind. Zimmerman one-on-one with Sellers. Sends it wide of the goal from a tough angle. More subs on for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Mason Vanasacker. Number 21, Alfonso Chirco. And number 5, Colin O'Neill. Center back stalwart for Adrian will check back in. Just moments ago, if you're just joining us, Bluffton made it a 2-1 game with their first tally of this match. fifth-year senior central midfielder Dalton Tainer, who transitioned from playing striker last season to more of a center mid role this year, still finds a way to get involved offensively, gets on the board. It'll be an Adrian throw-in now. Tainer, of course, had 13 goals last season to place second in the goal-scoring ranks in the Heartland Conference, and he's off the mark in the first game of the year, albeit a preseason scrimmage, so it likely won't count for his total. And Zimmerman looking to get his season started with a bang. He's had loads of the ball here tonight. Can he find a finish? Zimmerman cutting this way and that. Falls down to the ground in a heap. No foul on the play. Bluffton wins another corner. One thing that I believe gives the Beavers a leg up over the Bulldogs is they've done a better job delivering that final ball. Max Kennedy does such a good job on these corner kicks to really put it into a dangerous position onto the in-rushing teammates. Kennedy in for Tainer. Got some of it, not enough of it. Wide left of the Adrian goal. And Edwards will take this goal kick. 20 minutes left in the game. Bulldogs struck just 5 minutes in. Justin Sarka made it 1-0. Then Dante Perry made it 2 just a few moments later. And then early on in this second half, Dalton Tainer, about 15 minutes in, made it 2-1. Made this one interesting here. Preseason scrimmage here from Docking Stadium. Happy to have you with us. I'm Calvin Keys here on Adrian College TV. Ball heads down deep into Bluffton's end. Bluffton players petitioning the ref for some sort of disciplinary action against Owen Emmert, who crashed hard into Garrett Heitkamp. That's kind of been the story. He's let the physical play go without notice. Bulldogs have taken full advantage, throwing their weight around. We've only had one booking in this game. It went to Andrew Ireland of Bluffton. Beavers looking to play fast. Long throw in here from Heitkamp. Zimmerman chasing after it, along with Stearns. Cleared away well by Witham. Violent collision there between teammates who are both pursuing the ball. Pope with it deep in his own end. Trying to turn out of it. Does very, very well to get away from the attacking player, but turns it over. Into the corner. Ireland. Pass to the far post. Headed away well by Alfonso Chirco. Chance for the counter. Vanasacker will settle it down. A great skill move to hoodwink the Bluffton player. Stearns. Back for Clark. Swung wide now. Tainer. Wasn't able to get that ball between the wickets of Ryder. Still a Beavers throw-in. Zimmerman, great touch. Tainer on this one. Off the back of a Bulldog. Beavers building an attack here. Kennedy plays it far to Zimmerman. His first touch evaded him. That was a brilliant service from Max Kennedy, who gives a thumbs up to his teammate Zimmerman, who wasn't able to find the first touch he was looking for. 4 substitutes come on for Adrian. Number 23, Gary Davison. Number 14, Chris Chiz, among others. Fresh legs, just what the Bulldogs need, as they've been on their heels for the past few minutes. This second half has seen a similar storyline that the first half experienced, where the Bulldogs came out hot out of the start, and then slowly but surely, as the period has waged on, possession swinging back in Bluffton's favor. They finally were able to get their first goal of the match. It's 2-1, only one goal to separate these two sides. And Adrian will need to shift the momentum if they want to keep a hold of their advantage. Poor touch by Vanasacker. Turned it over. Looks like Clark may have caught a Bulldog player, but again, no whistle. Ireland dropped back for Bowers. Finds a way to get it to Kennedy, who has plenty of room. Max Kennedy. Kennedy, so skilled. Great footwork. Tripped up by Chris Chiz. He'll get the free kick. Kennedy with yet another chance to whip in a ball for Bluffton, as Luke Gritza awaits his chance to come into the game. Again, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. I'm Calvin Kiesler, Director Josiah Durrell, cameraman Kyle Plesha. Glad you've joined us here. It's been an entertaining one. Lots of chances both ways. You got to think it could be 2-2 right now, if not for an acrobatic stop by Dominic Edwards off a free kick on the edge of the 18-yard box earlier on in this second half. Edwards did very, very well. The backup keeper getting his shot. Another good ball by Kennedy. Bulldog player rising above the rest to clear it. Laline trying to get to it. Needs to settle it down. Bluffton player Grant Ingham backtracking to kick it out into touch. Davison over everyone. It's Emmert trying to turn. Gets a tug there from Andrew Bowers, who can do nothing but shrug towards the official. Adrian wins the free kick. And Dante Perry, about to enter the game, has one of Adrian's goals tonight. Arguably their best attacking player. A little bit of gamesmanship going on there. Aaron Stearns and Gary Davison exchanging words. Davison to take the kick. Gritza. There was no Bulldog nearby, so it comes back from Kennedy. Beautiful ball threaded through to the far side for Heitkamp. Laline kicks it way out of bounds into the away stand. Long throw in for Zimmerman again, who has been causing problems for this Adrian back line all night with no end result as of yet. Beavers continue to knock at the door. Zimmerman again. Zimmerman breaking in from the right side. That was a beautiful tackle by the Bulldogs defender to steer it out of bounds as Zimmerman was threatening. Chirko hitting the deck to take away the passing lane. And that ball, after the tackle, flew all the way over that hill near the goal underneath the James F. Thomas Pavilion. Bluffton player had to run up to grab it. You see the urgency, less than 14 minutes to go. No use in wasting time. Players gathered on the edge of the 18-yard box. Bluffton will crash in. Kennedy to play it in. Nowhere near a teammate. And now maybe a chance on the counter. Shove from behind from Tainer. No call. He'll have a go at goal. Don't know how that was missed from the official. That was a professional foul from Tainer. Knocked over Gritza, who was trying to thread the gap between two Bluffton players, shoved him in the back, and the assistant referee caught it. Might have been one of those scenarios where the center simply did not have a good angle on the encounter. So they're going to have a conversation. We'll see what they decide. It'll be a free kick for Adrian. The right call. We could see what the intent was there from the Bluffton player. A promising counterattack. They wanted to break it up. That's what they did. Of course, they're going to protest that it shouldn't have been a foul, but nonetheless, Adrian gets the free kick. This one soared in the air by Laline. Emmert trying desperately to keep it in, just able to do it. Sent far away by Heitkamp. Throw in now. And Perry, who's been waiting on the sideline for the better part of probably 5 to 10 minutes, is finally going to enter the game. Replacing Emmert who just participated in that battle in the far corner. Perry, the vocal, emotional leader for this Bulldogs side. You got to think another goal would put this one out of reach for Bluffton. Perry caught awkwardly, just came into the game already down in a heap. I think Britton Boyle might have caught him. And now the players having words with each other. Referee going to break that up quickly. Tempers flaring. It's a preseason scrimmage, but don't tell that to any of these players. They're treating it just like any other game. Extremely competitive. It's been fun to watch. There are times where tempers have boiled over a bit, but for the most part, it's been really good soccer here early on in the year from Docking Stadium on the campus of Adrian College. Bulldogs up 2-1 over the Beavers of Bluffton University. Whipped in again. Chance here off of a Bluffton player. Velasco Urbina got up to catch it. And wow, this is going to be a booking. That was Chris Chiz. He's going to get yellow carded for colliding with the goalkeeper, Angel Velasco Urbina, while he went up to grab it. Didn't know if it was something that necessarily warranted a yellow card, but nonetheless not something you want to be doing, crashing into the goalkeeper in that manner. When the keeper has their hands on the ball like that, you have to lay off, can't be bumping into him in that sort of fashion. And as a result, Chris is booked. First player on Adrian's side to be booked, second overall after Andrew Ireland was shown a caution earlier on in the match. Davison to throw it in. Perry couldn't win the header. Beavers get the throw in. Kennedy looking for options. None of his players making good runs for him. Davison to head it. They're calling it a Bluffton throw-in despite the fact that Aaron Stearns, it hit his arm before it went out of play. Ref couldn't tell. It was right in front of me. Tough one to call. Everything happening so fast with the fast pace of play here at the NCAA D3 level. Less than 10 minutes to go in this game now. Adrian boasting a slim lead over their counterparts from Bluffton. 2-1 at the moment. Can they hold on? Or will the Beavers be able to find an equalizer? We shall see in these final 9.5 minutes. Edwards, long ball, flicked on by Chiz. Boleen trying to play it through. Over the top again. Chris can't quite get to it. Velasco Urbina out again, and this time Chiz will do his best to steer clear. Exceptional leg strength from Velasco Urbina, the keeper. Able to send that ball high in the air on nearly every occasion tonight. Davison thrown up. Headed on by Vanasacker. Perry will apply the pressure. Tainer got a touch. Looks like a bit of a pinball game right now with it going this way and that. Perry falls down now, holding his leg in some discomfort. Referee will stop the match. Hopefully Dante Perry is okay. It was an awkward collision. He was trying to use his body to let that pass run through. And then you could see he went down immediately in some discomfort, holding that hamstring. He'll be helped off by the trainer now. Clock stops here with 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the game due to the injury. Chested down by Vanasacker. Played into the middle of the park. Cleared away by Clark. Davison and O'Neal with some confusion. Finally played out wide safely. This one will roll down the touchline all the way down to the far side of the field. Time running out for Bluffton. If they want to make the score level, they'll have to hurry. Kennedy high throw. Davison up for it. Chiz keeps it in. Nifty 1-2 play. Chris Chiz has Vanasacker in the middle if he can find him. Whips it in. Too far ahead of Vanasacker. Couldn't quite get there quick enough. Racing forward is Bignell. Keeps it in the far corner. 1v1 battle. He's locked down by Heitkamp on that occasion. Beavers get it out. O'Neal trying to head it back in. Loline battling with Clark. Back for Musser. Into the corner. Vanasacker won't be able to get there, and Britton Boyle will see it out for a goal kick. Scintillating soccer here from Docking Stadium. Adrian up 2-1 over Bluffton. Beavers trying desperately to generate some scoring chances. High again, played by Velasco Urbina. Chiz, Laline, swing and a miss with his foot. Still a throw in for the Bulldogs. And now returning to the game is Adrian's talisman, Justin Sarka. Had the first goal of this match off of a tasty strike with the left foot. Chiz and Vanasacker checking out after putting in a good shift. Had a great chance a few moments ago. Also checking out Gavin Bignell. All of them have played an important role. Great to see the squad rotation. Every player on the roster getting a chance here in preseason. O'Neal playing it all the way back for Edwards. Skies this one all the way onto Bluffton's back line. Adrian doing well to get it here. Looking ahead. Perugi picks it up. Ill-advised pass all the way across his body. Had to turn awkwardly, and that'll be no trouble for Bluffton's goalkeeper. Angel, the Lexington, Kentucky native, sends it far ahead. Seth Kane contesting for it. It could be Zimmerman in here. Elijah Zimmerman playing the ball across, and Colin O'Neal intervenes. Bulldogs see it out. Another great chance. Elijah Zimmerman, can't say enough about the talent of that young man. Has played such a large impact. The junior forward from Archbold, Ohio. He was an all-HCAC honorable mention last season. Had a school record 5 game-winning goals here. Can he find a game-tying goal in this game? Played into the middle. Violent collision. That was Clark going down. Bumped into. Back in now. It's Clark again. Missed it. Laying it all out there is Jackson Clark. Sophomore midfielder, number 10. Laying his body on the line, trying to connect on the cross with his head. Dominic Edwards will take this goal kick. .50-50 ball. Knocked back by a Beavers player. Heitkamp sees it out of bounds. Seth Kane will put it back in play. Or rather, leave it for Musser. 3:40 to go in this match. Adrian up 2-1. Currently with possession deep in Bluffton's end. Thrown in here. Tugged back. And this will be a free kick for Adrian right on the outside of the penalty area, as Britton Boyle was not going to allow Luke Gritza to get through that easily. Gave him a tug on the shirt, Gritza went down, and Justin Sarka hovering over the ball, ready to put in a service late in this game. And Adrian will try to tick off as much of this clock as possible in the build-up to the set piece. We reach the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes left to be played. Sarka in, bobbled by Velasco Urbina, wide open goal. And that could be the decider. The team will rush to celebrate with them as Brady Musser delivers the dagger. 3-1 Adrian College, and you see what it means to him. An untimely error by Angel Velasco Urbina on the delivery from Justin Sarka. And Brady Musser is there to send it home. What a moment for Adrian. Maybe a preseason scrimmage, but a very meaningful goal. And a tall mountain for the Bluffton Beavers to climb now. They've had so many chances, haven't taken full advantage. And on the other hand, Adrian has made the very most of their opportunities. Goals from Justin Sarka, Dante Perry, and now Brady Musser, the sophomore. He played a crucial role at fullback for this team. Northview High School graduate out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Maybe one of the biggest goals of his career. Exciting moment here at Docking Stadium. Not a lot of time left. And that may just see this one out as Adrian goes up 2 goals yet again. 3-1 scoreline. 2.5 minutes. Bluffton will have to play at a frenetic pace if they wish to try to even the score. Seems nearly insurmountable at this point in the game. Long ball played. Can be kept in here by Aaron Stearns and then played away by Davison. Kennedy trying his very best to hustle to get this ball back within the parameters of the field. Thrown in high. Zimmerman flicked on. Race for this one. Kennedy gets there first. Drop for Klepek. Britton Boyle sends this one way up the pitch. Laline wins the header. Great work here by the Bulldogs to see this game out. 1:30. Elijah Zimmerman over the top. Could this be the chance? Davison kicks it away. He's going to be shown a card. And it's yellow for Gary Davison. And from the looks of things, Bluffton another set piece on the edge of the penalty area. 1:21 on the clock. And it sounds like a broken record. Jackson Clark getting ready to take this free kick. Probably in the best position of the evening for the Beavers. And Dominic Edwards, who has been tested and has come through so far, can he come through again? We'll see. Clark off the crossbar on the football field goal and out of play. So it will go to Dominic Edwards. And it's yet again Jackson Clark not quite able to come through. A dangerous chance. Wasn't far away. It remains 3-1. Here is Andrew Ireland. To Stearns. Turns it around. Plays back onto the feet of Ireland. Cuts it back for Kennedy. He'll have to go back to retrieve it. Intercepted and played out of bounds by Gritza. Less than a minute now separating Adrian from a season-opening victory in this preseason scrimmage against Bluffton. Kicked far into the stands by a Bulldog player. Clock ticking down. It's been a great performance by Adrian. 3 goals from 3 different players. Some excellent goals, may I add. Bluffton stayed in this game throughout, and maybe one last chance with 10 seconds left. It's cleared away. And that'll just about do it. It won't count on the record, but it will count in the hearts of this Adrian team as they're going to rush the field and celebrate with their teammates. They only won 2 games last season, and by the looks of things, they're off to a good start. 3-1 victory for the Adrian Bulldogs. They take down the Bluffton Beavers off of goals from Justin Sarka, Dante Perry, and Brady Musser. Bulldogs get it done here from Docking Stadium. I'm Calvin Keys. For everyone else on our wonderful ACTV crew, thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.